flowers peeking out, even in the freeze and frosty morning. Can you see the frost on that? It's cold out here. Lifted up the plastic. Yeah. Good morning. And it's morning here, and a cold morning too. There's like frost all over the grass, and I'm getting ready to go to town in a few minutes, and I'm gonna have to go scrape the ice off my windows, and yeah, it's cold. But I wanted to talk to you about something. I think it's really, really important, and that is, what spirit are you following? There's the spirit of the world, which behind that is can be a very demonic. Now, when we say demonic or something like that, sometimes you get the wrong connotation. You think big, black, evil, ugly, long teeth, ready to bite you type thing. And in a way, yes, but it doesn't appear that way. It appears something maybe soft and maybe kind of drawn out. And so I can't do it. I have to tell you, I went to watch an herbal video. I'm not going to say who, because anyway, there was this gal that was teaching it, and she was very soft and kind of not really slow. I can't describe it, but I just got a creepy feeling from her. But I'm very sensitive to things. I thank the Lord for that. And I just couldn't watch it. That maybe it was just the day she was having a bad day. So I went to the next video. She was wearing something different she made, because it was a series of videos. Same person though. Same way. I just couldn't watch it. My spirit rebelled. And see, that is following your senses. Let your senses guide you in a good way, not just your senses say, hey, that's a good looking guy, you know, blah, 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 blah. Not that kind of senses. But as far as letting it lead you somewhere you shouldn't go. But you need to be sensitive to the spirit world. The Bible says to try the spirits. And that was one I just couldn't get very far with. So I had to turn her off and not watch that series, because there was just something about her that creeped me out. She didn't look evil. She was basically a pretty girl, pretty young woman. She didn't have fangs or anything like that. It was just a sense that I got from her. And sometimes evil appears that way. So you have to be very, very careful. It's a lifetime of following the Lord and seeking the Lord, but you seek. See, that's the thing. Seek and you shall find. One of the things and follow what it is that God's leading. If you're a young person, follow what it is that's God, that you really feel a drawing for. Sometimes we mask those things and push them away because we have so many other things coming at us. One of the things that really hit me at 19 when I left home for the first time was I wanted to eat healthy. And I've mentioned before, a good example of that was the big debate at the time over butter or margarine. They were saying margarine was the healthy thing. And I went against the norm in society and said, no way, that is not the healthier thing. God makes the healthier thing. God made butter, and oh, butter's bad, it clogs your arteries. Well, yeah, if you eat full sticks of it 3 times a day, maybe. But you see, I stuck with the butter side, and later now they say, oh, well, now they know it's better for you. Margarine's not that good for you. Well, yeah. And you can get in debates about all that stuff. I don't want to get into a debate. I'm just saying using that as an example. And I have to say, I was born with, I believe, a heart problem, because I remember as a kid feeling really funny and laying down. I just never mentioned it to Mom. Why, I don't know. But, and now they know that my heart is, it doesn't stay in rhythm like it should, and that's what's causing those feelings. And I had some other things too. And it ran in my family to have blood sugar problems, so I really have to watch that. But I had a doctor tell me, he went, at that time, now I don't even go. But at that time, he says, I'm not going to put you on medication if you can lose a little weight and change your diet, cut out all the cakes, candies, pies, cookies, all that stuff. And he said, you might be okay if you can, because I was pretty young then. And so, but this desire to follow after things that were healthy and not just take everything that everybody tells you is the truth, especially from I have to be careful what I say, but especially from the medical profession. Because that's a big money-making thing. Follow the money. So that's something you need to really try to follow, is that feeling, that desire. What is your desire? If it's a good desire I'm talking about. Guys, you can take anything I say and twist it to make it say something else. So for anyone that wants to come say I'm saying something else, that's your problem, not mine. I think if you follow me, you know where I stand on certain things. So what I'm saying is, what spirit? Do you even know what spirit you're following? Is it a godly one, or is it a fleshly one, or is it something outside of you that's kind of tugging at you and pulling you, it's really not you? I've had that happen to me for quite a while at times, until I got out of it, and I just say, God, forgive me. I let they put a desire in you that's ungodly, so you have to be careful and get past that and work through it and ask the Lord to remove it, and then ask Him to forgive you for falling into that. Herbs was I have always had that desire, and yet didn't get into it until my late life. I wished I had started out young and I would have been a doctor or something with herbs, but I didn't do it. And I also had a desire to teach, and I didn't follow through in the public school system, but I did take some college and stuff, but I ended up teaching in private schools. And then since I was in the 4th grade, I'd had a pulling. I was read about stuff from the Appalachians, and I ended up teaching in the Appalachians for a few years. So, I did accomplish some of the things that I was drawn to. But one of the things that I was drawn to, I'd always loved plants. As a little girl, I can remember taking rose petals and soaking them in water and telling Mom I'm making my own perfume. I really didn't have a clue what I was doing. And I played with other plants and stuff too. I just loved them, and I didn't even realize that drawing that I had then for many, many years. And then I was so busy working, I didn't have time to really follow it as I should. And you may never really get anywhere. Hardly anybody watches this channel, but I try to help my family and those around me, and whoever of you that wants to watch this. I think I'm just making it for my family right now. They may end up taking our internet down, so I also have notes and books and stuff I want to leave to my family. But you can do the same thing. Start young if you can. If you can't, start where you are. What spirit are you following? Mine is to help people with their health, and now we're in there's so many diseases and bacterias and things going on. I am so thankful that I started following that, even though it was later in life. At least I know some now that I can help my family and others. And, it's small, but we all have to do where we're at. If we're blocked from ever getting anywhere big, maybe that's fine. Maybe I would have got a big head or something. I don't think so. Mom always raised me not to be that way, but that's fine. Whatever the reasons, I'm leaving that in God's hands. I just want to try to help you to think about these things. Do what you can to reach out to others, even in your older age. If you're sitting in a wheelchair with long gray hair, much like mine has gotten to be, that's okay. For 67 years old, I guess I should be proud of these gray hairs. But even if you're older, in a wheelchair, wherever you're at, you can be kind to someone else. You can pray. You can always pray. You can give someone a smile. Your caretaker, smile at them and tell them thank you. Even if you're not feeling good and you're grumpy, try to overcome that. I understand not feeling good and being grumpy. I understand these things, but we need to overcome the flesh where we can and try to be kind to others. That might make their day and help them get over a day when they really don't feel good, but they're there helping you, or whatever the case may be. Maybe you're the caregiver. Don't lose patience with the person you're giving care to. There's so many areas that we can look at. And I just want to encourage you all in this. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Try to follow the right spirit. Try to do the things that desire in your heart that you have. And try to overcome the fleshly part that wants to pull you back in a mean spirit and not have that. But pray for a kind spirit. Pray for opportunities to smile at someone or to do something good for them, to bring something nice to them that day. And I'll leave you all with that and hope you have a wonderful week. It's Monday here, December the 11th, I believe, and 2023. I hope that the rest of your year is good. Keep on no matter what's going on around you, trying to encourage others. And I'll leave you with that. God bless. Bye-bye for now.